You know, we had a briefing. This looks like this program is just coming together, like finely tuned gears, and we were over in the room, and Don Mann was frantically running around trying to find his notes, and he profusely apologized for any gaps in protocol, of which he assured us there would be many. And I just want to say that you run a nice ship here. As a person who took a biology degree in college with the aspirations of becoming a marine biologist and got lost somewhere on the way to the boat, I want to say how proud I am to have the opportunity to share the stage with someone of the caliber of Dr. Luchenko. It's really an honor. And I know, although Dr. Luchenko had no role in this, I would like to thank former Washington Governor and Secretary of Commerce Gary Locke, who probably had no role either, but apparently supported the decision based on the merits. And I want to thank him for that, and as a footnote, we've heard that he was only too happy to accept the ambassadorship to China because he thinks it'll be a few years yet before he can venture back into his home state. Also, I want to thank Sylvia Hayes for coming down here with me today. She, as you will soon find out, has decided to be an advocate, use her forum as First Lady to be an advocate and spokesperson for marine issues for the next 3.5 years. So I'm really glad to bring that. We are very delighted to be here and join you in a celebration, and I think there are three things that we're celebrating today. The first one has been alluded to, and that is this incredible celebration of community. As you know, that a lot of people thought this was a long shot, but because of this united effort of this community, legislators across the state, leaders, private sector, civic sector, we reached out for this prize and we got it. And I think that, in retrospect, may have been the easiest part, because once the award was made, you had this daunting task of less than a 2-year time frame in which to take a underused piece of waterfront, design, permit, and build a facility that could manage up to 6 ships at a time, and house all the equipment and personnel to keep those ships running, doing their important work. Plus, you had to do it in a way that didn't harm Yaquina Bay, because, of course, we have a very diverse group of fish and wildlife represented here, and a very long-established fishing fleet that depends on the health of the bay. What followed, I think, was this unprecedented example of cooperation and collaboration, people working together, putting their shoulder to the wheel. And if you think of the agencies that were involved in this, it is a bit mind-boggling that you were able to pull it off. DEQ, Department of Fish and Wildlife, Division of State Lands, the Department of Land Conservation and Development, the Army Corps of Engineers, NIMS, NOAA, Port Design Team, etc., etc. And you did it. You did it in time to break ground, on time, and you did it in time to receive the first ship last June. That doesn't happen very often with big, complicated public works projects, and I'm going to ask this team next Monday to come up and lend your efforts to the Columbia River Crossing Project. The second thing we're celebrating is the economic impact that this is going to have on this community and on our state. With the ships, with 175 jobs, with an estimated $19 million annual return to the community and to the state, this is going to give the Newport area a much-needed economic boost at a time when that is very, very important. But you have another secret weapon here that I think played an extraordinary role in winning the bid, and that's the Hatfield Marine Science Center. I actually am not as much of a stranger to Newport as you might think. I visited yesterday for the second time in a year, the Marine Hatfield Center, because it is an incredible consolidated group of leading-edge critical marine research and the most amazing world-class intellectual horsepower all gathered together in the only running seawater facility on the entire West Coast. And I think that the fact that we had that research capacity, that we were already poised to lean into this project, is one of the reasons we got the bid. And the key to the ongoing success of the research center is the research fleet. And the research fleet is the key to the economic development opportunities here in Newport. because those ships are docked here, they fuel here, they're repaired here, and those dollars stay in the community and aren't exported out. So I think it's very, very important that we remember, even as we celebrate the launching of this great project, that both the state and the federal government, even during these difficult economic times, needs to make sure that we have the resources to maintain that fleet and eventually to repair and, if not replace, some of the ships. Because if you lose the ships, this whole economic success story is going to begin to unravel, and we're simply not going to let that happen. The third thing we're celebrating today are our oceans, the last great unexplored frontier on our planet. If the health of the community here depends on this new marine center, operational center, then the health of the planet depends on the health of our oceans. It's the last great source of protein. It's our hedge against hunger and insecurity that contributes remarkably to replenishing our atmosphere. And so what we're celebrating is the opportunity here, because of this combination of resources, to begin to unlock those secrets, begin to better understand our oceans so that we can be better stewards of this resource on which all of us ultimately depend. So here we are, celebrating an incredible example of community, of building community, people coming together, finding common ground and meeting common challenges. We're here celebrating the economic impact of this project on your community and on the state of Oregon, and we're here celebrating our ability to take better care of our ocean resources. It's a great day for Newport. It's a great day for Oregon. Thank you for letting me be a part of this special moment.